Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first ever three-man podcast. For short, you could call us 3MP. That's right, named after your favorite jobber faction, the 3MB, until we get a cease and desist from the mighty WWE. So you guys might have to help us with the name change down the road. We hope not, though. Anyway, I'm Steven. I'm one of your hosts here on the new wrestling podcast we're starting. And to my left here, and facing directly in front of me, we have Alex.
How you guys doing?
And Chris.
Hey guys, what's up? How are you?
All right, so anyway, we thought we would start this off with a bigger show. You know, we're in WrestleMania season, and what kicks that off? The Royal Rumble. So we thought we'd start this off with the Royal Rumble. It was a good show, but before we get into that, let's give everyone a little introduction about ourselves. So I'll start. I'm Steven. Been a wrestling fan since I'm about 3 or 4 years old. Thanks to my older brothers for poisoning me at a young age. So yeah, I don't want to sound like snobby here, but I'm probably the most hardcore of the bunch. Not probably, I am. I stayed up till 8 a.m.
No doubt.
I stayed up till 8 a.m. to watch Wrestle Kingdom earlier in the month, so yeah. That's pretty hardcore. Anyway, I watch everything. I watch WWE, obviously, New Japan, Ring of Honor, PWG. You name it, I've probably watched it in some capacity. So, I'll probably be leading the way on most conversations. But we also have Alex here. Tell us a little about yourself, Alex.
Like Steven, I've been a wrestling fan not as long. I probably started watching when I was about 9 or 10. Mainly WWE. Until I met Steven, we've been friends for a long time. I kind of stopped watching wrestling. Steven got me back into it with some NXT stuff more recently. So for the past 2 or 3 years, I've been watching a little bit of everything. WWE, New Japan, all that type of stuff. So I'm kind of the more moderate fan. I might watch it from time to time. Whenever I get a chance, I hope to dive a little bit more. But I'm kind of the fan that watches it occasionally, but not as much as a person like Steven.
Yeah, and I'm Chris, and I'm not really a fan of wrestling. My friend Jesse used to make me watch it and play the games back in, 7th grade. This was a long time ago, 2006. And I haven't watched it since. And now I'm watching it again for the first time with my two amigos here, and it's going to be fun. You guys get to hear my interesting comments.
Yeah, so me and Alex have been thinking about doing this for a while, but I thought it'd be fun to bring Chris, who some of you know. Me and him tried a podcast before, but
Offsides warning.
Life gets in the way. We both got, we both work a lot. We have internships, so life got in the way. I'm in school still, so didn't really have time for it, or we didn't want to make time for it. Maybe I didn't want to make time for it. I'll be honest, because Chris always asks me when we're doing it again, but here we are again, so I wanted to include Chris. It's going to be a learning experience for him.
Yes, it is.
I thought he had a decent time tonight for the Royal Rumble. It
was entertaining. It kind of brought me back of when we used to go to Jesse's house and watch it a lot.
It's probably the easiest pay-per-view to watch as a casual fan, because you understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Other than WrestleMania, I think everyone
I saw some familiar faces.
dabbles in WrestleMania in some capacity every year, whether it just be checking out the highlights or whatever. But yeah, so Royal Rumble 2018.
Yeah. And before that, this is going to be a weekly podcast?
Yeah, we probably once a week to start off. Mainly WWE stuff, Raw, SmackDown, maybe some NXT. We'll see what happens with 205 Live.
Yeah.
Last week, I watched last week. I don't watch every week. It was promising, some good matches. Actually, a really good match between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. So we'll see what happens there. Obviously, they're going through some stuff there because of Enzo's situation.
Yes.
Obviously, not cool what he did, but we won't get into that. So yeah, we'll be covering mostly WWE. Maybe down the road some New Japan stuff. I know I would like to, but we'll ease Chris into the wrestling.
Yes, please.
With WWE, some other stuff. Maybe we'll do some older match reviews down the road. You never know. We'll take it day by day here, week by week. So yeah, we're starting with the Royal Rumble. No NXT TakeOver. No. Some scheduling conflicts, took that away. It was a great show, I will say.
I'm sad I missed that. I wanted to watch it.
Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas. probably the best NXT match ever, in my opinion. So, roller coaster of emotions, but we're rambling a little bit. Let's try this again. Royal Rumble 2018. What'd you guys think overall?
It was fun for not watching it in a very long time. It was an experience.
So you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I mean, it was more fun watching with people with you. If I was
Obviously,
watching it by
yeah.
myself, I would change the channel a long time ago.
That's another reason I wanted to do this. It's a reason to get people to watch wrestling with me, which I don't get a lot.
Yeah, you get to hear you go like, "Oh my god!" and I'm like, "What?" And then I see like smirks and stuff happening. So
Other
it
than
was entertaining.
when I forced my girlfriend to watch, God bless her soul. She's adapted. Well, she grew up watching it because of her cousin stuff, so she was in it. But now she's in it because she has to
seemed
be.
pretty knowledgeable.
Yeah, that's because I also need this podcast because I tend to go on rants about wrestling with her. So I'm kind of
using this as
trying to use this as the outlet
Segue.
rather than talking her ear off in the car while she doesn't actually care about how Shinsuke Nakamura is being wrongly booked and how Finn Balor should be this good and he should be wrestling this guy instead of But tonight changed a lot of things from those two people, so we'll see. Anyway, we didn't watch the pre-show.
No.
I was going to. I fell asleep. I had work at 6:30 in the morning. Not fun, but that's okay. So first match was the Luchador Trio, which is cool. Cool visuals. I liked them on 205 Live last week. It was Kalisto, Gran Metalik, and Lince Dorado won against a team of TJP, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. I read up on it. Didn't seem like anything crazy happened in that. So, yeah.
Yeah, nothing surprising. TJP took the pin as expected.
Which is disappointing.
Which is disappointing because, again, TJP had a good, promising start. And now everything's he's kind of the jobber guy, which is not great for especially a show like 205 Live.
But still, he's getting paid. So
Yeah,
good
so
for
good
him.
Yeah, good
for him. Better than being suicide in TNA.
Yeah, exactly. That is true.
And then the next match was the Revival versus Gallows and Anderson. The Revival was buried, apparently,
Yeah.
on Raw 25, in case you guys didn't know. But they weren't, because they won tonight over Gallows and Anderson. Relax, guys. They're easing their way through with these guys. They got hurt a few times, but they're great. We all know that. Vince let them say pro wrestlers on Raw, which he doesn't let anyone do.
Yeah, that's
We're
a big
sports
deal.
entertainers.
Why?
So Vince is okay. So this is what I was looking forward to, Chris. He doesn't know the little things.
I don't know lingo.
Yeah. So Vince, you know how it's World Wrestling Entertainment. Vince thinks it's sports entertainment, not wrestling.
So
Right?
he refuses to call them
He doesn't really call them wrestlers. They're sports entertainers. Yeah. So like when Ted Turner bought WCW back in the day, he called Vince. He's like, Vince, I'm in the wrestling business. And he was like, good, I'm in the sports entertainment business. So that's how that story goes.
Okay.
So yeah, they're sports entertainers in WWE. Anywhere else, they're wrestlers. But they're wrestlers. Okay.
Yeah.
And then in the final match on the pre-show, it was Bobby Roode's Open Challenge. Good to see he's continuing that.
Which should have been done a long time
John
ago.
Cena made it famous. AJ Styles continued it. Chris loves him some John Cena. And Mojo Rawley answered it. Apparently, it was going to be someone different, but that person got inserted into the Rumble, from what I understand. But yeah, Bobby Roode went over Mojo Rawley again. Nothing too crazy in that match. If we could get a heel Bobby Roode, that'd be great. But,
Yeah, we need that back in our lives.
But then we got to the main card of the night, opening up with the team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles for the WWE title. Interesting match, in my opinion. Chris, what'd you think overall? You watched it. Alex had some technical difficulties. He wasn't here yet.
I wasn't here yet, yeah. Sorry about that.
AJ Styles match?
The first match of the night.
So that was my first match after not watching for a very long time. And it was like, oh my God, this is this is worse than I thought. Because, obviously when you're watching it when you're a kid in middle school, you're like, this is fake. And I always used to argue with Jesse on that. And I was seeing it now, I'm like, this is obviously fake. Obviously AJ's going to win. I was like, oh, but I mean, it was getting a little more entertaining as it went on. But still, it was just I was like, oh my God, how does anyone believe AJ's going to lose this? I
mean, I don't think anyone believed he was going to lose this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I mean, to me, that fight was kind of silly.
it's a match. Just,
Okay,
just so
that
you know, it's a
match.
match. It's not a fight.
That
Vince would
match.
never call it a fight.
All right, I'm sorry, Vince, because I know you're listening.
You might be. You
You never know.
So,
He has to
yeah.
send a cease and desist.
So
It's very
you
silly.
seem to have liked AJ Styles.
AJ Styles is cool, but like, dude, he has like such like, I mean, they all do as wrestlers, like the facial expressions.
Yeah.
He was just like constantly like, I don't know. I mean, again, that was my first fight since coming
Right.
back.
What about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? What did you think of them?
Who?
Kevin Owens was the bigger guy with the beard, and Sami
Okay.
Zayn was the redheaded guy, the thinner guy.
Oh, you mean the
The two guys he was wrestling.
yeah. That was okay.
You weren't too fond of them?
No.
Okay, people really like them.
Yeah.
So,
Really?
you know, yes.
Yeah,
But
no.
again, he didn't get the storyline
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah.
which
They're,
is to like them.
they've been wrestling together for a long time.
Yeah.
To me,
So it's like...
it was kind of silly.
It's
I
a
was
very
like,
long storyline.
They
So they
seemed
were
kinda
friends
stupid.
and they weren't, and then Kevin Owens showed up and betrayed Sami Zayn and NXT, and then Kevin Owens
they
didn't
remind
like
me
each
of
other.
like Team Rocket, like dopey kind of. They
Not
always
a
fail.
terrible...
Yeah, that's not a terrible analogy for them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I
that's
like-
kinda what I got.
their
Yeah.
gimmick. Is
Yeah,
that
that's what
they-
they're going for.
Yeah, they're
They're
going
kinda-
for.
They're
that.
kind of, you know, over the top heels, just trying to ruin everyone's time type
Yeah.
thing. So we thought, well, I heard before the match that Kevin Owens was nursing a back injury, so we thought he might not be in the match as much, but turns out maybe he was just wrestling through it, which he probably was.
Yeah.
He was in the match a lot. What?
A lot of painkillers.
Probably not, because they're not. Vince is very. WWE isn't really into that anymore.
I'm minking right now.
But the crowd was hot. You know, a Philly crowd. They'll be like that. They were very into the match, which is good. Some cooler spots. We saw a callback to SmackDown on Tuesday, where AJ injured Kevin Owens' leg, and he re-aggravated that. So we saw him work that a bit with the calf crusher. We saw Sami Zayn, who pinned AJ Styles last week with the Blue Thunder Bomb, go back to that, which I like the Blue Thunder Bomb being booked a lot stronger, which he does intend to win matches with that, which he should.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we saw that. Got like a 2 9/10 pin on AJ, which was good. AJ is very good at the false finishes.
Yeah, to me that's so like sometimes you could just tell the ref is ready to go, like not hit it.
Yeah.
Like
but
the ref is like 1, 2. All right, I'm gonna stop now.
the
even
ref
before they
is
get
taught
breaks.
to hit it no matter what. If they don't kick out, he counts it. So
Well,
if they mess up, 1, 2, 3, matches
That's
over.
on the wrestlers, not
Yeah.
on the ref.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes they do have the ref know like a certain spot, and he will kind of like delay it just enough
Yeah.
that they can kick out. But if not, then they're in trouble.
Yeah, but I asked Chris midway, I'm like, who do you think is going to win this? And he said AJ Styles. I said, why? And he said, quote, he has longer hair.
Yes, that's
which,
true.
you know, decent reasoning if you don't know who AJ Styles is at the time.
He has very nice flowing hair.
He does.
Even after being, wrestling two dudes and getting all nice and sweaty, his hair still looked very nice.
There's a very funny gif of him at WrestleMania, last year, and it was outdoors. So like it was like a wind tunnel, and it's just his hair like all majestic in the wind.
Fabio.
Yeah. So AJ Styles goes over here, which I think we all predicted, or I predicted. I think Alex predicted.
Yeah.
Chris said it was very obvious AJ Styles was going to win.
Oh my God, yes.
We saw
Is
Kevin
that why it
Owens.
was the first fight?
I think it was just to get the crowd hot because here's another term, smarky. It's like there's marks and then there's smarks, which are smart marks. And certain crowds are classified under these terms. So Philadelphia is a very smart mark town. So Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and AJ Styles are very popular amongst those guys. So they probably put them out there first to get them hot.
To get the crowd ready.
So
All
yeah,
right.
AJ Styles reversed the pop-up powerbomb into a roll through, got the 1, 2, 3, but a little more controversy. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn claimed that there was no tag on Kevin Owens, so he was not the legal man when he was pinned. And they confronted Shane McMahon in the back later on. They're going through their little feud right now. It's probably drawn out, and I think I'm a little over it. But
Yeah, I think we all are.
So KO and Sami Zayn are barking at him, and they go, "Did you see that?" And he goes, "Yep," which is their thing. Yep, yep, yep. The yep movement. So I thought that was funny. Pretty solid comeback by Shane. I like that he wasn't very involved tonight. Little backstage segments, that's his job.
We only saw him like twice, I think, right?
That's a GM's job. I
Yeah.
prefer that than him inserting himself in everything. Unless he's jumping off a cell, I don't really want to see Shane McMahon.
Yeah, picking something new to jump off of, then yeah, he can stay in the back
Yeah.
and just kind of.
So that was the first match of the night.
Wasn't
Solid
Triple H
match.
like a GM or something?
Who?
Triple H.
Triple H is. How do we put
I thought
Triple
he
H?
took
He's
over
like the
Vince
G-
McMahon. right?
No, Vince is still
No, he's still
the main guy.
CEO.
Triple H runs NXT, which you'll learn over time. That's
Okay.
his baby. Okay. He's part of the main roster too. He wrestles sometimes.
Oh,
He
really?
probably will wrestle at WrestleMania
Yeah.
in some
There we go.
capacity. We don't know what yet. I'm sure
Bring
we'll
out the
find out
sledgehammer
soon.
still.
Yes, he does like the sledgehammer and the golden shovel. Some people like to call it.
The golden shovel.
Yes,
Yeah,
He likes
buries
to
a
bury
lot of
people.
wrestlers,
burying means like just
Yeah, yeah.
ending their careers.
that's pretty self-explanatory. But he's like I don't know his exact term in the company.
I think he's CFO. I think
Something-
he's Chief
something like
Financial
that.
Officer.
But
or
yeah,
something
that's like
that.
his off-screen duties. But like on-screen is like the authority guy that comes in every once in a while. Him and Stephanie. It's not as bad as it used to be. Like
It was dominating
Yeah.
TV for like 2 years. It was
they would open the show with like 25-minute promos. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Just-
terrible.
putting everyone down. It was
Yeah.
real boring.
But yeah. So the next match was Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus the Usos, 2 out of 3 falls for the tag team titles, SmackDown tag team titles. And as the Usos walked out, Chris went, "Oh, bleep, the S word. We can't curse here." And I thought that was funny. He thought they were very intimidating.
Yeah, they just came out yelling. Like,
And the crowd was very hot for the Usos, rightfully so. They've been doing very good work lately. So it was an interesting match, very different from most 2 out of 3 falls matches. Usually we get one and one, and then the final fall will decide it. But the Usos took 2 straight falls, which was interesting. We got a little small package to win it for the Usos. And I thought it was funny because Chad Gable on Twitter before the match said, quote, "There will be no third fall," implying that him and Benjamin were going to take the first 2. And he was right. There was no third fall.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. What did you think of the match, Chris?
Oh, that one was. I thought the Usos were gonna do better than they did. But
Well,
again,
they won.
no. Well, I don't know. I feel like they just got their asses kicked the whole time,
Yeah, they did.
and then
did,
all of
I
a sudden he kind of won with a flip or something.
It was a small package.
Yeah, his small package made him win. So there you go.
Alex, did you watch that?
No, I wasn't able to. as
Okay.
well.
Technical difficulties.
Yes.
But that's okay, because the next match he was here for.
Oh, yeah, I was here for the rest of the
Yes.
event after this.
Could have been better.
Yeah.
I wasn't very into that match. I expected more from those 2. Their match on SmackDown a few weeks ago was very good. But yeah. So I'm interested to see what the Usos get next. Maybe the Authors of Pain
I could
might
see
be
that
getting
happening.
a call up. They've done about everything they can in NXT. So we'll see.
I mean, you have to
I mean-
bolster that tag team division
Yeah, I
a
could
little
see
bit in
they'll-
SmackDown. So
they might be on Raw though. You never
yeah,
know.
you
Raw,
never
Raw
know what
tries
they're
to
gonna do.
stack, but we'll
Yeah.
see. I assume they'll be called up very soon, maybe after Mania. Anyway, to our surprise, the next match of the night was the Men's Royal Rumble. We're used to that closing the show, obviously, on the Royal Rumble. But yeah, Men's Royal Rumble. Fun times, very fun times, always. Even last year was fun, even though it was pretty grueling to get through. Not
Yeah.
the best Rumble, but
Yeah, no.
so yeah, Men's Royal Rumble, which meant the Women's Rumble was going to close the show out, which I think some of us expected. I wasn't exactly sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. I was surprised when you, when I was on my way,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, Men's Royal starting off." I thought you were going to say the women's one was going to start it off, but
I like that they gave Rusev the number 1 spot
Mhm.
so he could get the Rusev Day love. The crowd's really loving some Rusev right now.
yeah, they love that the whole
Yeah.
rest of the night, really.
Yeah, they were very into Rusev, and can't not like Rusev. Do you like Rusev, Chris? What'd you think of Rusev?
Who is that?
The big Bulgarian guy.
First one
That
out,
started
everyone's
the
chanting
match.
Rusev Day. He's just
Let me
yelling
show you a
lot.
picture of him. Very
Yeah.
quick.
Wait, the first one out of the...
Royal
The men's
Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
I can't remember. I
Learning,
remember there was a
learning.
guy playing a guitar.
No,
That was
that was
Elias.
Elias. He was a little bit later. We'll go into him for
This
a
guy.
little bit.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
He's okay.
He's
He didn't
okay.
do much. I feel like at first he was a powerhouse, and after that he just kept taking hits. It was like, whoa. Like, where am I?
Yeah,
It
so
just seems like what they've been doing with Rusev a lot recently. Is
yeah,
have him start out well and then all of a sudden just get.
and we
Come
got
on.
Finn Balor
Mm-hmm.
in a new mahogany outfit,
Yeah, which is
burgundy, mahogany.
Oh, the
burgundy.
Daredevil dude?
Yeah, the
Yes.
Daredevil dude.
Dude, he's
Which-
definitely wearing Ben
Daredevil
Affleck's Daredevil outfit.
He is a demon sometimes. He turns into a demon sometimes.
But he has like 6 different personas, so now
Yes.
this one is.
Yes,
Chris can call him Daredevil.
bigger matches.
Daredevil Balor.
he will turn into a demon.
What's his demon character?
He wears like this crazy headdress thing. He body paints himself.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Everyone loves Finn.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's great.
He's too cool.
Oh,
I
he's
felt
the
like
coolest.
he slept basically during the Royal
Well, yeah,
Rumble.
because his role was to start right away, and then he got to the final. I think it was
6.
4. He was in the final
He
four.
was in the final
yes,
four.
it
you're
was.
right, yes.
So, yeah, that was cool. That was a good spot for him. I'm glad they. It's so obvious that Triple H wants Finn Balor to be the guy.
Yes.
You saw it on Raw 25, the whole too sweeting thing, and he's raising his hand. Triple H loves him some Finn Balor.
Even though a lot of people think Vince hates Finn, and
Yeah.
that's why he hasn't been getting the push that he deserves. But
You know, the whole I watched. I don't know if you. I know you didn't. I don't know if you did. The Raw or the WWE 24, the documentary for Finn Balor's comeback. Triple H cried when he gave up the title. So Finn Balor was the first ever Universal Champion. He won it off Seth Rollins, but he got hurt in the match. Chris, I'm talking to Chris right now.
I know all this.
He got hurt during the match, so the next night he had to give it up.
Okay.
Yeah, so. But he's never gotten his rematch. So
Yeah.
it's a little story that's going on.
And that's going to happen.
We don't know when it's
We
going
don't know
to
what's gonna
happen.
happen.
It
But
should
it
have
should be
happened
soon.
technically already.
Yeah, it should
Okay.
be
But
soon.
it's
though.
kind of thing where, like, you don't want him to lose to Brock Lesnar. So it's probably going to be after Brock Lesnar loses
Oh, okay.
to
Whenever that
Roman
is.
Reigns, probably at WrestleMania. So, yeah. I know Alex took a lot of notes for this, which I
Yeah.
didn't. So I'll let you run with this one.
I mean, I missed the first few. I came in right when Heath Slater came out,
Oh, yeah.
which was great.
Oh, he actually walked in when Corbin got eliminated,
Yes.
like, right away, and then he just, like, murdered everyone.
So Baron Corbin went on a murder streak of everyone that was coming in because he got eliminated, which became also Heath and I
Or
forgot-
Finn eliminated Corbin, sorry.
Yeah.
Not Rhino. Rhino
Um,
got eliminated by Corbin.
So he went on this tear of just beating up everyone, which is hilarious. But everyone after that decided that Heath was going to become as I said, the wrestler ragdoll. So like pretty much everyone that came in, I don't think Elias did anything. I think he kind of just walked in, but everyone else was just like throwing stuff at Heath.
I
and
think it
throwing
was
him
from,
around.
like, entrant 6 to 11, which was Sheamus.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
think did Xavier do anything to him, or was that?
No, I think he would. No, because Sheamus threw Slater in the ring, and then Slater eliminated him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which I find hilarious. They had to have that one character that became the ragdoll.
Yeah.
That was perfect for Heath. That's all what he really is good for. I mean, after that, Elias came out. Obviously, he's been great lately.
Yeah.
We thought that John Cena was going to come out
Yeah.
at 7 because of their little mini feud that they had, but Andrade Cien Almas came out, which is cool.
Yeah, I like that.
That was a cool surprise. I didn't see that one coming, especially after his match last night.
Oh, so good.
And which
Such a good match.
what I've heard was he was fantastic. And he was in the match for a really long
Yeah,
time.
he was.
So, it was good to see him. A lot of good. There was one time where me and you saw that it was like all NXT.
Yeah, at
former
one
NXT
point,
guys.
everyone in the ring was NXT, which, I mean, it's going to happen at some point that literally everyone is going to be
with
NXT.
Again, the break came out around at 8. And then him and Finn
Yeah, they
had their
did.
little engagement for
And
a
then
little
Big E came out,
Yep.
which was hilarious. He gave Heath Slater some
pancakes, which
Oh, yeah, that was
which
great.
your girlfriend just yelled out,
Yeah.
that is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, which
we
it
were
is,
laughing
but
about
it's
that.
amazing at the same time.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And then at 10, we didn't know it was going to happen. It was Ty Dillinger,
Yeah, we got the perfect 10
and we got the
again.
perfect 10, and the Philly crowd was hot for it until he didn't come out.
Yeah, Sammy and KO
Yeah.
took some of their anger out on him.
Yeah, and then Sammy said, "I got this," and and skipped down to the ring. And then 11, I don't know if it was confirmed yet, but Sheamus comes down, tries to beat up, throws Heath into the ring, and then he throws him immediately back out within
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
5 or 6
That
seconds.
could be the fastest elimination.
So we don't know yet.
No confirmation on that yet. Though.
Yeah. Then at 12 was Xavier Woods of the New Day. 13, I remember Apollo Crews came out. We all just sailed. Like, I know the commentator was trying to hype him up, and it was like, oh, 4 guys won from the Royal Rumble at the 13th spot.
Yeah.
And then I think Corey Graves was like, if 13 is an unlucky number. And yeah, it was for Apollo Crews. He wasn't in there. He was in there for actually a solid amount of time, but got eliminated by Cesaro. And then at 14, Shinsuke came out.
Which after that, I was sure to note the fact that they were emphasizing the fact that the least amount of winners have come from spots 10 to 20.
Yeah.
They said the teens are bad luck. So when Shinsuke came, I'm like, okay, that might be why they're pounding that in,
And yeah.
which obviously ended up being the case.
Yeah, Philly crowd went nuts for him. They were singing his theme song like 10 minutes after he was
Yeah.
in the ring. Nothing really huge from their spot on. I mean, Jinder came at 17. He eliminated 2 parts of the New Day.
Yeah, and they tried to get Kofi, but
Yeah.
obviously he's got to be interesting. Got
Yeah.
his interesting evasion out. This time Xavier Woods stopped his second foot from entering, and then Big E slid a plate of pancakes under his foot, and he worked his way back into
It's
the
probably
ring.
one of the best parts of the Royal Rumble.
Oh, Kofi's great. He does that every year,
Yeah.
so that's his thing.
We didn't
What,
know what
eat
he was going to
pancakes?
do.
No,
just-
pancakes is new.
Just
Okay.
Every year he has like a
a crazy way
to avoid elimination.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I mean, Seth came out at 18. He cleaned kind of house. He eliminated Cesaro, which at the time me and you had a kind of a weird reaction. He kind of launched him out of the ring, and
yeah,
Cesaro
it was
just
a little like monkey
ate it.
flip type thing.
Yeah, ate it, and it did not look good for Cesaro.
Matt Hardy was 19.
Yeah, 19 was Matt Hardy.
And
That was depressing.
Yeah,
Holy
Chris
crap.
was like, he looks terrible. I'm like, well, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's broken or woken, whatever they want to go with. And he's like, what does that mean? I'm like, we'll get into that another day because that's a lot.
Yeah, that's just a
So
lot.
I used to play as Matt Hardy all the time, or Jeff Hardy in the games and stuff.
Yeah.
He was actually a really cool guy to watch, and now I was watching him now. I'm like, God,
No,
stop.
he's had a bit of a career revival.
Yeah.
So
we told him he has to watch a few
yeah,
videos.
we'll get him down. We'll
Yeah.
show him final deletion and all that good stuff.
He goes after Bray because they've had their feud.
Yeah.
The crowd wasn't really like huge into them just beating each other up, but he actually helps eliminate Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd were not happy about that, and then they immediately after that eliminate each other. So
Yeah.
that was pretty much it for Matt Hardy. He was in there for like 2 minutes.
And then we got Chris's favorite, who came out at 20,
John Cena.
John
Yeah.
Cena. Some business picked up. The big boys were coming out.
If you want to say that.
Yeah, and then we got a little surprise.
Yeah, we did.
Got the Hurricane at 21. But I didn't. He wasn't.
Oh,
the-
that guy was so lame, dude. Oh my God.
They brought back the weirdest throwback guy from
Yeah.
the 2000s. They brought back, of all people, the Hurricane.
crowd loved it though.
The crowd, yeah, the crowd
loved
were
it.
into it.
He
Again,
got eliminated very quickly
yeah,
by
J-
Cena.
By Cena, yeah.
They played it as a superhero versus superhero type thing, which I mean, I guess Cena's a superhero,
Yeah, they don't
He
call him
loves
Super
that.
Cena for nothing.
and that he like
Well,
has
he
that
was on
Make a Wish thing,
box, so
and like he has like probably 800 Make a Wishes at this point.
He has
so
a record, I think, for most
so
granted
he's-
Make-A-Wishes.
Probably a real life
Um,
superhero, as close as you're gonna get.
And then right after that was Aiden English, which like I did not care for at all. He got eliminated by Finn Balor. That was pretty much it. After this, it got pretty interesting.
Yeah.
23 was Adam Cole,
No, it's Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah. which the
Baby.
which the Philly crowd
He was
went
nursing
insane.
some injuries from last night's match. which is always cool. I like
Yeah.
when they sell going into the next night, which was a theme. A lot of the NXT people were selling their injuries.
Yeah.
That got a little surprise entrance. But yeah, dude, that I can't get over. You didn't see it. I mean, I could show you right now. The one spot from
The chair spot.
the chair spot.
Yeah, the
Oh
chair
my
spot,
God.
which your girlfriend did not understand why he was wrapped up.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably you sent me that immediately after it happened. I wasn't watching, and I responded with that was pretty damn brutal, which it was. Obviously, he was probably just selling
I'm
it.
showing Chris right now.
Yeah, Chris is seeing the infamous NXT chair spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was like so. Yeah, that actually kind of seemed real.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was. There's no way to fake that.
Yeah, there's no way
Yeah.
you
You
gotta
can't,
take that. You gotta take that and hope everything goes well with your body after that.
I mean,
Damn.
that dude's, and he had a nasty cut on his hand, I think, from a kendo stick that gushed him open. So they had to stop the match a few times too. And his hand was taped up still. He had a good showing. I think he got, I think he had an elimination or two. I forget exactly who he eliminated.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't have it in my notes here, unfortunately, but I think he got the elimination. Obviously, the crowd were really huge into Adam Cole, as it should be. He'd probably be up at Maine soon.
He's got some time.
He's got a
Probably,
little bit of time, but
I'd say not after WrestleMania, maybe after Survivor Series.
yeah. I think just the crowd, how they responded, people are very excited to eventually see him up at Maine. Randy Orton comes out right after the season vet.
Sporting even longer here.
Yeah, which I said, what is
What do
this?
you like Randy
Yeah,
Orton, Chris?
you're happy to see Randy.
Oh, Andy Norton. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Andy Norton.
How do you feel about his hair? Because not many people are okay with it.
Andy Norton's hair?
Yeah,
Why?
it's just it doesn't look right.
It looks fine.
I said,
But see, you haven't been watching stuff for as long as we have. He's usually bald
yeah,
or like has very little hair, and now all of a sudden he has like
he's bringing back his
Straight up,
first
like-
run,
Yeah.
like youngest champ ever
yeah.
hairstyle.
I don't get it. It's just a little weird for me.
Yeah, because we're just so used to the bald head.
Yeah, I remember him being bald, but Andy
Yeah.
Norton with hair is fine too.
He just doesn't care anymore. He's Randy Orton.
Yeah,
He could do whatever he wants. Him and Cena are just
He
like
didn't have
coasting at this point.
He changed his theme song though. His entrance.
It's been that for a while. Now it's your boy Rich Luzzy, not Rich Luzzy.
Rev Theory.
Yeah,
That was Rev Theory.
yeah. I have voices in my head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't hear
they
that. tonight.
they played him at out at WrestleMania a few years ago. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
because I was looking for that when he came out. Unless
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, he still has that.
Randy was cool. He
Randy's always cool. He
he's
got
always
he
great.
had who did he
he
RKO?
RKO'd Cien Almas
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
nowhere. He literally jumped from the top rope and just immediately RKO'd
And
him.
I'm not. You can't discount the RKO rub
No.
on Almas.
Oh,
You
no.
have to. They have to like you to get the RKO.
Yeah, and especially off the top rope. That's
Yeah.
another it wasn't just like a simple RKO. He jumped from the
Yeah.
top. That's like Evan Bourne status right there. Like you get respected from that one.
He's had two good RKOs this week. He had a
He did.
good one on Shinsuke on Tuesday.
He did that, RKO'd him, and immediately just threw him out of the ring. Again, he was great as always. Then 25 kind of, they were doing well, and then all of a sudden you get Titus O'Neil coming out at 25. Yeah,
Should have been Batista.
which like the fans were just dead quiet on it when he came out. So that was pretty much it for Titus. He was just another guy that came in
Yeah.
late, and that was it. 26 was the Miz.
Did we? But I forget. Did we mention the fact that Jinder got assaulted by pancakes after he got eliminated?
No, we didn't. That was,
Oh
Yeah, he
That
got
was
absolutely bombarded by pancakes. I thought that was really funny.
yeah, that was really funny. Again, the camera people didn't really show. They showed it for like all of about 2 seconds, and then that was it, which was unfortunate because it was pretty hilarious. 26 was the Miz. He came out, did his thing. Just hit all the four guys. The big guys are in there. Finn, Seth, Cena. Didn't eliminate them. He just kind of did his moves on them. How far did he make? He make it to the final 6 or no?
Who?
I don't have, Miz. Who eliminated Miz?
This was
Who
pretty
did?
Oh, Reigns.
Oh yeah,
Who's coming
Roman
out at 28?
eliminated him. Yeah.
But before we go to 28, we got to go to 27, which most people, especially my friends, were messaging me. Is it true that he's back? And Rey Mysterio
Yeah.
came back at 27.
Looking thick too.
He was looking a
nice,
little-
nice and beefy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It was
don't
cool
know-
to see him.
I don't know if he's gonna make that 205 weight limit.
Yeah, I think you got to throw him in there.
I tweeted. I mean, we're gonna have a Twitter for the podcast. We don't have it yet. That's my fault. But we might by the time this is posted. I might do that tomorrow. I don't have to go to my internship, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. So by the time this is posted, there will be a Twitter. You might even be seeing this through the Twitter. So we'll see. Hopefully I don't forget. But yeah, we might be getting him as the 205 Live GM, which would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be good to see him. Definitely would boost the star power of 205 Live.
I'd watch him more if Rey Mysterio's on it. Come on. Who doesn't like? You like Rey Mysterio? You gotta like Rey Mysterio, Chris.
Yeah.
You love Rey. Who doesn't like Rey Mysterio? Okay.
I mean, it was cool. Crowd went crazy for him.
Which is great because last time he was in the Rumble at 30, I forget what year that was, when everyone wanted Daniel Bryan to be number 30. He got booed right out of the fucking.
Did Mysterio fight the Big Show?
Who?
Yeah, he had a few matches with
I'm
the
pretty
Big
sure
Show.
he has.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure I was watching that, or the Khali.
Oh yeah, Khali squeezed
almost
where
wiggly,
Khali-
almost
Yeah.
he almost squeezed his head, and it
Okay.
actually looked like he was about to break his skull. But it was cool to have Ray back. Hopefully, be on 205 Live as new GM.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's just a one-time thing, but it's still cool. I hope not, because he's still got some. Well, you never know with his knees. So.
Yeah, you don't know yet with his body wearing down. He injured the fact eliminated Adam Cole, but still, people were okay with him doing that.
Yeah.
28, like we said.
Burn out. Lots of booze.
Yeah.
As expected.
Huge amount of booze from the crowd. But again, he's trying to go for the all-time elimination streak. He eliminated Titus, Miz, and then him and Seth looked like they're going to team up, and then he immediately threw Seth out of the ring, and Seth just looked at him and smirked. That was pretty much it from those two. I guess Seth understood that. That was understandable why he did that.
Yeah.
29 was Goldust. They kind of just threw him in later.
Chris didn't like
Chris
Goldust.
did not like
That's
Goldust.
so stupid.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's been there for a while.
He's been around for, I think you said 20, 25 years of Raw.
Yeah.
So
He's
do you know, you watch wrestling for a bit during the time. Do you know Cody Rhodes?
No.
Because you played those games.
I mean, maybe if I saw the
Yeah,
person.
let me show you a picture.
but
Do you know Dusty Rhodes?
Maybe.
Legendary wrestler.
The Dusty
Anyway,
finish.
well, Goldust is his son, and Cody Rhodes is half brother. Let me show you. You might know Cody Rhodes just from the games because you used to play them. Let me see.
I think they said in
This
the
guy.
Oh.
yeah.
He's not in WWE anymore.
Nah, he's
I was
off
gonna
doing
say.
bigger and better things.
Yeah, we won't get into that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long talk.
It's a lot to take in this morning at 6:30 in the morning. For me.
They pretty much had Goldust in towards the end. I believe Michael Cole said that he is tied for second all time in Royal Rumble appearances, which was cool. You know, I wish they kind of threw him in earlier, but they gave him 29. So he wasn't in there that long, but he was doing his vintage Goldust stuff. Then at number 30, we were kind of questioning what was going to happen.
We thought maybe Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, we were hoping. We were hoping for Daniel Bryan. That wasn't the case. Steven thought it was going to be this guy playing Daniel Bryan's music.
I thought they might do the whole thing he did where he would come out to other music and then it would cut. But they just gave the cut, and it was everyone's favorite Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
The crowd was very big pop for him, which is cool.
They were happy to see him back. Obviously, last time they saw him, he put down the U.S. title and kind of walked out.
Yeah.
Said he was done. Pulled the CM Punk.
What they're going to do with that now.
So no one really knows what they're going to do with that storyline. He came in. He eliminated Goldust, and then Finn eliminated Dolph Ziggler, which led to the Final Six, which was kind of cool.
I liked how they did it.
Yeah. The Final Six was Cena, Randy, and Ray, Roman Reigns, Balor, and Shinsuke Nakamura. They kind of made it like a old school versus new, and they had Cena, Randy, and Ray in one corner, and then Reigns, Balor, and Shinsuke in another.
Yeah, to which because they had Finn squaring off with Ray.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh wow, they're gonna do they're like kind of mirroring it. I thought, but I'm overstating how good WWE is at stuff like that. to where Ray came in. I always forget if he was first or second, but he started the match when he won the Royal Rumble, like Finn did. I personally wanted Finn to win, but regardless, he was in it the longest out of everyone, so always a good showing. That's like, I feel like people consider that like the second best thing to do to winning is being the longest person,
the longest person in the match.
So why didn't like people like roll out of the ring like the women did?
Yeah, we'll get to that. I didn't really like that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that was the thing we were gonna.
We'll talk about that.
There's some like Finn did that early on. He rolled out.
Well,
rolled out.
Also Corbin just threw everyone out of the ring. Well, which they did so Elias could do his thing. They cleared the ring for him. Yeah.
And then quickly after the fight, old versus new, Finn eliminated Ray. I don't know who eliminated Randy. I can't remember. Off the top of my head, I just have my notes here that Orton was out of the match. I think Shinsuke.
Or was it Roman Reigns? It was one of them.
Yeah. Let me see if I have it in my notes. Yeah, no, I don't. I think it was one of the two. Which led to the Final Four, which people kind of predicted. Oh, yeah, other than Finn, I think, was the person we said we did not. I had Shinsuke as my personal favorite to win. But it was the Final Four was Roman, Finn, Shinsuke, and John Cena.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
I think the last I checked, on Wednesday. The betting odds, the top 5. Shinsuke was top. I think Roman was second. Cena was third. Daniel Bryan was fourth. And then Dolph was fifth, which I was surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised when you told me that Dolph was fifth in the betting odds.
So, I mean, it's different on every site. That's what I saw. So it ended up being 3 of them in the Final Four, which I think I said to Alex earlier, I said, if Roman's not going to win, which once it was in the main event, I said, okay, Roman's probably not going to win, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
I said, hopefully the person who does win eliminates Roman, because the crowd's going to pop even bigger if it's Roman. In case you didn't realize, Chris, people do not like Roman Reigns.
Why?
Because he's been shoved down our throats for the last
3 years?
3 or 4 years, because Vince wants him to be the new
top
Cena.
Guy. The big dog.
And this past summer, Cena and Reigns had a match, and Cena basically proved why Reigns isn't like him, and he basically tore him apart on the mic.
Yeah.
But Roman won the match, which we knew was going to happen. But yeah, I don't even know if we're going to ever get another Cena. I don't know.
We never know.
That's another conversation.
Yeah. So it goes back and forth. A lot of crazy spots here and there. We thought Finn might have killed Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all were waiting to see if Shinsuke was going to immediately chuck up the X. He took a weird double knee.
Yeah, he did like the coup de grace, but not from the top rope to reverse what's it called? Kinshasa.
Yeah.
But he stomped on his throat.
Yeah, he slammed it down. His knee was on Shinsuke's throat.
But it's okay. They're both Japan seasoned. They're used to getting...
So Shin was on the ground for a while. We didn't know what was going to go on. Cena took out Finn, and then after that, we saw Shin was crawling around. So we're okay, he's fine.
And then Roman speared Shinsuke later, right in the throat.
Yeah, right in the neck.
I don't know what happened there. He jumped a little too high for him.
Yeah.
So Shinsuke had a rough night for his neck.
Yeah, he did. And then Cena and Roman tried to double team Shinsuke later on, which was interesting to kind of see them trying to team together. And then everything they kind of threw at Shin.
Yeah, Shin they were both trying to get Shinsuke out of there.
Yeah. And then I don't remember how, but it was the 3 of them were kind of spaced out, and then Shinsuke eliminated John Cena, which got a
he was on the
pop.
apron, and then he dodged the little spear thing.
Yeah.
And then he hit him with a knee. Cena was gone, and that was Roman versus Shinsuke.
Quickly before that, though, when Shin might have been dead on the mat, there was a spot where Cena and Roman were staring down at each other, and the whole crowd were chanting, "You both suck."
Oh, my God.
And it was crazy. And then Cena looks at Roman and is trying to tell him to not listen to them and try to say they suck or something like that.
And there was one guy in the crowd you could see
in the background
giving some double birds at them. It was amazing.
Which was hilarious. If someone could go back and if you look at the match, you look right where like John's standing, there's a kid or someone in the back
Yeah.
flipping both of them off. Yeah, while everyone's chanting, "You both suck," and then Shinsuke got up, eliminated Cena, which led to Shin and Roman, which we did not know. Just
Yeah.
the whole room.
They
did not
did
know
a
was
good
going
job
on.
with the, like I said, if Roman was gonna be in it, he was gonna be in the final two.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he didn't win because he's gonna be in the main event no matter what.
Yeah. So it goes a lot back and forth between them. Everything that like Roman threw got booed. Shinsuke chanted, and it went like that for a while. And then you said there's no way that Shinsuke is going to eliminate both Cena and Reigns. And then
I was surprised.
like 10 minutes after you said, or 5 minutes after you said that, Shinsuke, like, I think it chased Roman over the ropes or something, and eliminated him, and he got a huge pop.
You know,
that place went crazy.
They've mishandled him, but they fixed it in one night.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's what we've wanted since AJ and Shinsuke both came over at the same time. Is this match, and we're gonna get it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, after the match,
whether or not it's gonna be Wrestle Kingdom levels of wrestling,
it's gonna be solid.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think it should be the main event, but it's not gonna be.
It's
the
not
main
gonna be
event.
But that was cool because Shinsuke played with the crowd, and they did an interview quickly after, and they said who you're gonna pick, and everyone's chanting AJ Styles, and he's just standing there.
Yeah.
And then he finally screams into the mic, AJ Styles.
I was like, I will literally die right now if he says Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar. But because I'm just disappointed that it's not AJ, but at the same time, like, I would kind of want to see Shinsuke versus Brock.
Yeah.
So it was a win-win, but we knew.
Just another quick last note I had in my thing was that Rollins did another curb stomp. Forgot about that. He curb stomped the Miz.
I'm glad that they're.
Which, that's cool that
back
they're bringing it back. So it was a solid Royal Rumble. I mean,
Yeah, it was
again,
really good, especially compared to recent years.
Yeah, recent
I
ones.
enjoyed it.
In terms of surprise people, we didn't have that many other than the Hurricane and Rey Mysterio.
Better than we had Adam Cole.
Yeah, and Adam Cole.
Almost.
And Almas being there.
Which
So
is
we
more
had
than
solid-
last year. We
yeah.
got no one
last year. We
last
got
year.
no one, yeah.
So
Unless you consider Ty Dillinger at 10.
I guess that
That's
was cool.
Cool. But, no one like
Yeah.
huge coming back.
Which
so,
we expected, like Finn or Samoa
Yeah.
Joe, but we didn't get them.
So, solid Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I think it was entertaining, especially the ending, the final four.
Yeah.
All of them did great. Really selling it to the crowd. So,
What'd you think, Chris?
I guess it was entertaining a little bit. Some like I found it funny. Like someone just like sit on the floor and just chill.
Yeah,
And then
they
two
gotta
would come up.
they gotta do that if they're gonna be in it for a while.
Yeah.
They give
Yeah.
them their moments where no one's really paying attention to
Yeah,
them.
and I was like, all right, I guess they're up now, and all that. And then wanted Cena to win because it's John Cena. He didn't win, and that I was kind of bummed out that Asian dude won.
Why? You don't like Shinsuke?
I thought that guy was gonna get he was gonna get kicked out a while ago. I mean, I don't know any story about him, but he just seemed like a random guy. He's gonna get thrown out.
He's been one of the best wrestlers on the planet for a while.
Yeah.
now.
Oh, see, I had no idea.
So
when he
who it
came to
was.
SmackDown, there was, high hopes for him
Yeah,
to
and
kick it off, and they
they've
kind of
kinda
pushed him
I don't
down
say
a little.
ruined him, but he's it just hasn't been what we expected.
Mhm.
But now he's gonna be in they say the main event of
Yeah.
WrestleMania, but
No, it was a
Brock
championship
versus-
match at
Yeah.
WrestleMania, which is good. Even if he ends up not winning, I think he's going to put on a very, very solid match. So it'd be good to see.
so yeah,
yeah.
that's the Rumble. Well, one of the
Alright.
Rumbles. So then we got the most boring match of the night.
Yeah, surprisingly.
I mean, I don't know. We've had a combination of the Bar versus Seth and someone else about like 84 times in the past.
I thought
3
Seth
months.
Rollins was good.
He is good.
He is good.
He's still one of the
Didn't
best
see him
wrestlers
tonight.
on
He got-
Why?
I don't know, he got kicked out of the Royal Rumble pretty lame.
Well, that's because he had a match.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
'cause
then the match
Sheamus broke
Yeah.
might have broken the record for quickest elimination, and thought he had a match.
yeah.
I mean, Seth and Triple H had the best match at WrestleMania last year.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so-
I just keep hearing about Seth Rollins.
No, Seth Rollins is great. He's my favorite wrestler, so I'm biased. But I think,
really?
yeah. So I think everyone will agree he could be doing more.
Yeah, he could be. I think in terms of this match, I
But
think.
here's the thing: the title picture is very clogged because they're getting to Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
That's what we think right
once once Roman wins, which we know is going to happen, then things open up. You can get Finn in there, Seth in there, Ambrose will be back. Things open up, and the Shield reunion got ruined because Dean got hurt
and Roman got sick.
So it's just been a mess.
Yeah, but
so.
I think in terms of this match, I feel like a lot could have been done because these guys matched so many times that you think that they could elevate their match
and
this time at the Rumble.
Basically, the match was Jason Jordan got CTE and sat out the whole time.
Yeah, he got slammed early on in the match. He got thrown into the ring post.
Yeah.
The
LED post.
Yeah,
That's pretty lame.
He was dazed for most of the match, and then there was a part.
I'm interested in seeing if he was actually dazed or he was doing it on purpose.
It kind of looked later on, like
because he got tagged in and he was like, tagged right back out, and then they lost the match because of that.
So that's why I think that we didn't know at first, but I think later on it kind of was like, okay, he's selling that he's dazed.
Yeah, because him and Seth don't really get along.
Yeah, and obviously that was it pretty much. He got thrown the ring post, and it was just the bar beating up on Seth. Seth trying to get out of it, and he couldn't. Jason Jordan comes back dazed, and the commentator's like, oh, he's clearly messed up. And it's like, yeah, tags back out, and the bar just hits their finisher. And that was pretty much it. They lost their tag titles.
Disappointing tag matches tonight.
Yeah. There could have been a lot more done in both of them, and from what I heard, and this one wasn't.
So, yeah.
It.
So that brought us to the Universal title match, which was fun. I mean, you can't not have fun with Braun and Brock, and I guess Kane was there too.
Yeah. Kane was just a spot guy.
Yeah, Kane
for a
was.
while.
Oh yeah, dude. Kane just got in the way.
Well, he got in the way, but he would. So let me explain to you the concept of protecting people, Chris. So Brock wasn't gonna lose, right? And they put Braun in a title match against him, and Brock can't lose because he's a monster, and he can't be pinned. Otherwise, that kind of ruins his mystique. Unless it's like Brock, which kind of contradicts what I'm saying, but unless it's like Brock or Roman pinning him, right? Because they're the two other guys. So they threw Kane in the match, and him and Braun have had a thing for a bit, so Kane could get pinned. And we knew that from the start, whether it be Brock or Braun pinning him. So
I know. Kane has a mask. He shouldn't lose.
Early on, that was the case. He wouldn't lose.
That's how it works.
One of my notes, and I think it was one of the funny moments, was there was a very stiff beginning.
Brock was not happy with Braun.
Yeah. I can't remember what did
Braun need him.
Yeah, he kneed him in the stomach, and then immediately after, Brock kneed him and then threw like a left.
A very stiff right.
It was stiff right. Yeah, it was like a half punch, but when they went to the replay,
legitimately shook.
It was
Braun.
Yeah. He got tap punched, and it was just, his face just in slow motion.
Yeah.
It just looked like a real stiff half punch.
UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you want to get punched by him.
No.
Which is weird.
UFC...
He was UFC
really?
heavyweight champion. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know he was actually that good at UFC.
He was pretty
good.
solid in the ring.
Oh, okay.
I mean, pretty much the reason he stopped fighting is because he got sick, and that kind of messed him up.
Oh, okay.
And then from that point on, Aaron's like, "Oh, we're just gonna knee him in the intestines," that he had to get removed. And that's what happened. And then he's like, "Hey, Vince, I think I want to do it again." But who knows? His contract's up again soon, so
yeah, we'll see what happens.
But yeah, this match was like pretty much finisher spam, which we expected.
Yeah.
All the announce tables got destroyed.
Yeah.
In a matter of seconds.
One of the funniest parts was, Brock took a F5 Braun through a table, and then while he's on the ground, Brock takes another table and throws it on top of Braun, which Corey Graves immediately after, as it hits his face, just says he's dead. Just subtly, just right up, he's dead.
Funny.
Which I think all of us just started dying laughing right at that moment.
Corey Graves is great.
Yeah,
I felt for him tonight. I don't think he got a bathroom break. Well, that one Royal Rumble package was pretty long. Maybe he got a chance there.
Yeah, maybe ran out because Booker T vanished.
Booker T just to make room for Stephanie.
What happened to that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Sometimes he just runs away. Like
Booker T was actually kind of funny.
Oh, Booker T's great. He doesn't care what he says.
I said timeout. I know. That was really funny.
But Yeah, a few weeks ago, Braun was doing his thing, like destroying everything. Like, I showed you like the 18-wheeler flip, but then he came out and he like went to the announce table and like Booker T ran away and Michael Cole was trying to run away and Booker T like pushed him aside and knocked him over and Booker T bolted to the back and Braun just like tossed Michael Cole. Pretty funny.
Yeah, pretty much the finish of the match was that it was kind of weird. It was that Brock like threw Kane into
Braun was on the ring apron.
Yeah, and then Braun falls, and then Kane bounces off right into an F5 onto a chair.
One F5 again.
Yeah, one F5 again. One, 2, 3.
Which was expected.
Yeah, I mean it was a fun match. A lot of finisher spots, a lot of broken tables, and people getting hit with the steel steps and all that stuff. I found it entertaining for the most part.
Katie said, "Oh, that's annoying." I'm like, "Well, it's annoying, but like when you think about it, we knew it was going to happen, so you just appreciate it."
I didn't want to see another F5 1, 2, 3, but they're doing it just so that at WrestleMania when Roman's eating an F5, he can kick out because he's the big dog.
I know I sound like I'm hating on Brock versus Roman. Their match before Seth cashed in a few years ago was really good.
Yeah, I liked it.
They're gonna have a good match. I just want it to be over with because it's been what now. This is 3 or 4 years that they've been trying to do this.
Year that Roman's gonna main event
in a row. So just get it over with. We know it's gonna happen. Who knows what will happen with Brock after?
Yeah.
But so now we're on to the historical first ever women's Royal Rumble. Chris, I know you didn't know there was a women's Royal Rumble. How did you feel about the women getting Royal Rumble?
I guess it's cool, but it definitely wasn't as entertaining as
which was expected.
I mean, I didn't know what to expect.
The one entertaining aspect was there was only 18 spots filled. So we knew there was going to be a lot of surprises, which were fun. But I don't know. It was entertaining. Every Royal Rumble is. But I know the biggest issue I had 2 issues with it. I thought all the surprise entrants were getting too many eliminations when the actual wrestlers, like, I don't know. I'm not saying. I mean, Sasha, Becky, Nia had a great showing, which I think we expected her to be the monster in the match. But why not give, like, I don't know, Sonya Deville got a win over Sasha Banks a few weeks ago. Why not give her a few eliminations that they had? I don't know. Even, like, give Ember Moon a few. She'll be on main roster soon. Even, like, Carmella. I don't even know why Carmella was in the match. She has a title shot whenever she wants. Money in the Bank, you could cash in whenever. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just to explain. So, I don't know. That's one problem I had with it. I mean, Michelle McCool, I think she could still wrestle today. Yeah, I wouldn't mind her being on.
I think she had her and Nia were tied, or Nia might have gotten the most.
So I'm not too upset with Michelle McCool having, and Beth Phoenix was cool.
Lita at 5.
Lita was cool.
That was surprising to see, and she did. We were afraid for her to do it, but she did the moonsault. She did the moonsault on 2 people, and that was cool. But we were just afraid, because she hasn't been in a ring. Katie asked us how long it was.
It has to be before 2010.
Yeah, it was before 2010. So, I mean, it was cool to see her. The fans went crazy to see Lita back. I mean, I enjoyed it. I think they relied a lot on nostalgia.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of expected. I know everyone wanted Ronda Rousey, which she wasn't going to be there, but we'll get to that. But Trish at 30 was cool. I think that if you're going to have someone other than Ronda Rousey at 30,
because we were trying to figure out who they're going to have, and if they didn't, if it was someone, if you had a Bailey at 30 instead of 20, reversed it or whatever, the crowd would have been pissed.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have liked that.
So to have Trish at 30, the crowd was into having her back. And
the other problem I alluded to was Chris mentioned before. It seemed like they were always rolling in and out of the ring.
Yeah. Yes.
Which you don't see what the men do. Yeah. And I know it's different, but like the whole point is the women can do anything the men can do. Why are we rolling in and out of the ring? It kind of takes away from, like, I know a few times you're like, did they get eliminated? Or like, because like you miss things. They cut to other things going on and then they're out of the ring. Like, did they get eliminated? Or are they just chilling for a bit?
Yeah,
I know.
We're confused.
Sasha's one thing. She started first and was all the way to the end. Final 4.
Can you like roll out of the ring and just follow them, start beating them up there and throwing them into tables and stuff?
Well, yeah. You could.
Does that happen or no?
No, it's happened before. Not
Alright.
tonight. I just didn't like that.
Natalia was out of the ring at 18. She was out of the ring for a while. Like,
Yeah,
every time we
Natalia was
didn't know
out
if
for
she
a
was
while.
out or in or out.
Who's
Nia
this?
was out for a while.
Snoop Dogg's cousin.
Sasha Banks.
Sasha, yeah.
Yeah, she was gone for a
Yeah,
while.
but like I said, the one person I get is her because she was in the whole match, pretty much the entire match. But I don't. It's a learning curve
Yeah,
for
it's,
them.
it's the first
I'm
one.
sure plenty of them haven't really even experienced the type of
Well, wasn't the ring completely empty when that big girl came back?
Nia.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
Nia came
Nia.
back,
Yeah.
it was
It was like empty. Everyone's just hiding outside.
Yeah, and
I
started
think
eliminating people left and
When
right.
that happened, I think me and Alex both said, "Oh, here I want it. Hopefully, it's Karma. That'd be cool
Yeah.
if it was them." But it was Beth Phoenix, which is just as cool.
Yeah. Some people didn't remember who. Well, Eurova didn't remember who Beth Phoenix was. I said Beth Phoenix was the Nia Jax
Yeah.
of the 2000s. So it was cool to see her. She came in at 24. She hugged Natalia in the middle of the ring because
Yeah.
they were really good friends. And then Natalia threw her. But there's a part where her and Nia Jax were fighting each other, and she was trying to pick up Nia Jax, and obviously that didn't work
Yeah.
out. But it was cool.
Little ring rust. I'm
Yeah.
sure back in the day. Now she's, a mom.
Yeah.
Has to deal with Edge all the time.
And then Asuka came in at 25. So we were wondering.
Yeah, and
when
we
she was
got,
gonna show
and
up.
after that we got a little Mickey James and Trish
Mhm.
Stratus interaction, which is always fun. One of the better rivalries.
Yeah.
In women's wrestling history. So, and we got Nikki and Brie Bella, which
Yeah, back to
I think
back.
we thought was going to happen, but they had a good showing.
Yeah.
The final three, a little Nikki turned on, a little turn on Brie.
Which is
to
like
eliminate her.
what I expected.
Yeah, I
kinda.
think we thought that was going
Because
to happen.
they've had history of
Because
Nikki
I'm
getting
not
better than
I'm not
Brie
sure
and
Brie is probably going to be wrestling anymore.
No,
I think this was just a
they hinted at one of the Total Diva shows that they wanted to come back.
Yeah,
for a
that
little.
I watch it
Nikki
sometimes,
seemed more
and
full time than Brie.
no shame.
So-
I watch Total Divas.
Yeah.
It's
I
entertaining.
watch it from time to time.
I watch
so,
for Rusev
Rusev is fantastic.
and Daniel
on that show.
Bryan and their shenanigans, which are always fun.
Yeah, so I mean, I think Brie was just kind of a one-off thing. And then obviously Nikki looked great. I
Mm-hmm.
think she'd be back for a little while. And then pretty much the ending was, like we just said, but the Belts was actually eliminated Sasha, and Sasha was in the match for 54 minutes.
Yeah.
So she was in the first one, and she was there the longest. So, and Becky Lynch was in there for 31 minutes. So there was, they had some of the 4 horsewomen in the ring for a very long time.
And Sasha eliminated Bailey,
Yeah.
which Charlotte was like, "What the hell, man?"
Yeah, what's going on? What are you
And
doing?
Sasha was like, "That's why I'm better than you. Just give us a heel Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Come on.
That I yelled.
We
it.
all
I,
want
I,
it.
I said, when are we gonna get?
She's
you
so
know,
much
Sasha
better
Banks?
as a heel."
Which I hope this. They've hinted at her being heel, and I hope this is
Yeah.
finally the time they say, okay, we're gonna run with her being a heel for a little bit.
A heel.
Face, I
A
explain
villain.
face is the good guy. Heel is a bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Edge.
Yeah, Edge was the rated R superstar.
Really?
The old SmackDown ring announcer used to do it like that. It's pretty funny.
And he was the heel. He was great as the heel.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had, like I said, the final 4 was Belts, wins Asuka and Sasha. And then the final 2 was Nikki and Asuka. Then there was like a weird spot at the end where we thought that Nikki was going to re-break her neck because Asuka was like dangling her outside the ring or
Yeah.
something like that. So we're nervous for her. And then Asuka just goes on to eliminate Nikki.
Thankfully.
On the apron because
I
they
got
were
a little
both on
worried.
there.
I actually said this would be worse than John Cena winning.
Yeah. So yeah, they're both on the apron, and we were afraid that one of them was gonna. We thought Asuka might botch. There was a time where she almost slipped off the top,
Yeah.
so we thought she was gonna botch off. But luckily, she hung on and then just drop kicked Nikki off the apron to win.
So Asuka is your first ever women's
Women's-
Royal Rumble
Which was
winner.
expected.
Yeah.
Crowd was over.
Well, I mean, it was either her or Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
I think we all expected.
Um,
So then Charlotte and
Alexa got
Alexa
into the ring.
ring, and they're like, "Oh, who you gonna face at WrestleMania?" Blah blah blah. You could. Well, I thought it was cool that because in the past during the brand split, it'd be like, "Oh, if you're from Raw, you get the Raw champion," but they were like, "Oh, you could pick," which open. We know it's not. It's gonna be the brand person anyway, but it leaves it interesting at least. But then, I was the only one who picked up on it. because I'm the UFC fan too. Joan Jett's Bad Reputation hits, to which I went, "Oh my god!" And everyone was like, "What? What's happening?"
And then we finally,
And I'm like, "It's her!
we finally realized
It's
that
her!"
in the Roddy Piper
Yeah.
lettering that she got, approved before Roddy unfortunately passed away. We saw Ronda Rousey, and then all of us kind of, it hit my head, even with music. I'm like, why does it sound familiar? And then I saw like the beginning of Ronda, and I was like, what is going on? And then we all kind of started.
So she
Freaking
comes
out.
into the ring.
It just points at the WrestleMania
She
sign.
goes to shake Asuka's hand, and Asuka kind of like gives her a little hand slap.
Yeah.
And, she points to the WrestleMania sign a few times.
People are going nuts in Philly.
Yeah.
So does this mean that Ronda Rousey's done with the UFC?
Yeah, this pretty much seals the fact that she's now done
She's
with
done.
the UFC. And she will be
That's
full-time in
She,
WWE.
an article came out right after. Let me pull it up. But yeah, she walks over to Stephanie McMahon. Obviously, they have their history.
From when Ronda and
She,
The Rock teamed up together
Yeah, Ronda and
against
The
Triple
Rock.
H and stuff.
So, but she reluctantly, maybe not reluctantly, but she had her little Steph snarl about it.
Yeah, and then she looked like she was gonna do it, and then she finally shook her hand. Ronda smiled, walked away, high-fived all the fans, walked up the ramp, and then again pointed to the WrestleMania sign. During all this, we were supposed to hear what Asuka's decision was,
Yeah.
but I think Ronda coming out overtook everything. But I don't know if they did a post because they said they were gonna announce or talk about everything
Right.
post production.
I see some. I'm trying to find that. I see some people speculating that it might be Ronda versus Asuka at WrestleMania, which would be interesting.
Which I know she pointed first to the WrestleMania sign, and then
Yeah.
it got quiet, and then she went to go shake Asuka's hand, and then Asuka just slapped it.
Right.
So
Where's this article?
I mean, we'll have to see what they decide to do.
Why didn't I retweet it?
It was if you want to, ESPN as the
Yeah, I'm gonna
source,
search it right now.
which announced literally
Yeah, they said
15
right
seconds
as it
after it
happened
happened.
that there's stuff on social media about it. Here's a quote. "This is my life now, first priority on my timeline for the next several years. This is not a smash and grab. This is not a publicity stunt." So she's going to be working full time. So that's surprising.
Yeah, a lot of people thought she was going to be a kind of a part timer while she trained still with. She was training with Brian Kendrick, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of people thought she was still going to focus on her skills and kind of be part time, kind of show up here and there. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. We didn't really anticipate Ronda Asuka happening right away.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
I don't know how they're going to do either.
Maybe Ronda wins a title between now and then Asuka challenge. I don't know. I thought it would just be Asuka versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte versus Ronda, but maybe they want to hold off on that.
I think they want to hold off on that so until Ronda gets really good to go on with Charlotte. I think, but again, it's Asuka's been there, so I feel like, and obviously she's the dominant force.
Right.
That's the problem though, is if you give her the title, let's say she challenges Alexa Bliss before WrestleMania, gets the title, and then challenges Ronda, you're not gonna have Ronda lose at Mania.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very,
I
very
don't know what's
interesting.
gonna happen. She also said, when I first met with Triple H, I told him there are other things I could do with my time that I'll make way more money, but I won't enjoy it nearly as much. So she's in it.
Yeah, she's in.
I mean, when she does something, she's in it to the point of when she loses, she contemplates suicide. So
Yeah, this is it's tolerable. She's tolerable. But I
So
mean,
I'm
here
glad,
she's gonna make
you
a
know,
dominant.
she had her time in UFC. Obviously, it didn't end the way she wanted it to, but even she's always said she's a huge wrestling fan. So if anyone's gonna do it, make the crossover and be good at it, I'm sure it's her.
So she had 2 more fights and lost both of them?
Yes.
She lost the one you were at
Yeah.
to Holly Holm, and then she had one more fight.
And she lost again?
Yeah.
And then now she's like, I'm out.
Then she
went into hiding in UFC. She went into hiding, and then not really knowing what was going on with her. And then there was talks she was going to sign with WWE, and pretty much now it's confirmed that she's with WWE, and pretty much that ends her UFC run, which is a shame. I think.
Yeah.
because obviously you don't want to end your career on a losing note. But she set a precedent there as the most dominant female fighter. So
I don't think she
one
can
of
go
them.
back either, right? Isn't
No,
Dan
she can.
Connolly?
She
Brock,
could.
Brock's
Brock,
going
she
back
can
and
do it.
forth. You know,
But-
Brock
Yeah,
has
wouldn't
fought.
she be like pretty old and like not as good?
I
Or
mean, all depends. You never know.
I don't know. If she lost to Holly Holm, is she gonna lose again? Unless she doesn't fight her again.
I mean, I don't know who she'd fight at this point. Not a. It's, I don't know. I doubt it's gonna happen again.
Yeah, I think she's gonna.
Now she's full. Now she's not.
Now she
I
has
don't want to
movie
see her die.
deals and
Yeah, she's making money. She's clearly in this full time. She's not gonna have time to. You know.
engage in UFC.
Yeah,
Unless
so.
she takes a break, nobody. You never know. It's gonna be interesting to see what they kind of
Yeah.
do. I think you can have Charlotte take a loss,
Yeah, Charlotte
But it-
could take as many losses
but
as
yeah,
you want her to.
yeah. So you can have Ronda versus Charlotte still. The thing I could do is champion versus champion. If Ronda gets the championship and Asuka takes it before Mania from Alexa Bliss, and you have champion versus champion at
Right.
Mania. But again, it's like who you're gonna have lose, who you're gonna have take the loss.
But now, you mentioned it too. You were like, "Oh, does Carmella like have an expiration date on the thing?"
Yeah.
Now she has to deal with either Asuka, Charlotte, Ronda, and even Alexa.
That's
Like,
hard.
I love Carmella as next to the next guy, but can you legitimately
She
see
might-
her? She could. Anyone could win Money in the Bank. If that's the president it's set at. But how is she going to defend against any of them? Alexa Bliss, maybe she could find her way out of that one, but Asuka
But then
Asuka murdered her in the Mixed Match Challenge last week.
what's going to be I'm saying the championship match, right?
Yeah.
That you could have Carmella cash in on. That doesn't involve Asuka or potentially Ronda.
Right.
I mean, you can have like Becky Lynch versus Charlotte, and then like Becky Lynch win, and then Carmella,
yeah.
something like that. Someone that could eat a lot, but
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if she's gonna be on Raw or SmackDown. Ronda. I'd assume Raw.
I'm going to assume that she's on Raw.
But at the same time, like, Raw has everyone. Why not boost your ratings on SmackDown?
You can have her on SmackDown. I can see her on SmackDown starting the feud now with Charlotte.
Yeah. Especially because they're trying to get that new TV deal.
Yeah.
And apparently start a football league again.
Oh God, that's a whole other thing.
So, I don't know. So that was the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah. Overall thoughts, guys? Chris, Alex?
It was cool.
Did you enjoy your first experience back in the wrestling world? Are you looking forward to watching more?
It's gonna be a work in progress.
It always is. We're going to give it time. Okay?
I want the Undertaker back, or Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
That's what I
we need
want.
to interpret.
There's plenty of guys that you'll take a liking to, trust me.
Yeah, we need to interpret what Undertaker also said.
You'll
on
like
Raw
Aleister
25.
Black.
Yeah, you'll be a huge mark for Aleister Black.
Yes. So, which is why I wanted to watch NXT with you, but one day. Maybe
You have to
next
ease him in.
takeover. Hmm?
Yeah, probably next takeover. We should.
WrestleMania weekend's
He-
going to be popping.
He'll be accustomed to wrestling by then. That
Yeah.
it's okay. We
You have
could
like 4
add on
months.
NXT. Yeah,
You have about 3
It's 4 months till WrestleMania.
April 8th.
April 8th.
And
Damn.
NXT TakeOver New Orleans will be the night before.
Yeah.
And then it's SummerSlam after that.
SummerSlam
Yep.
is in August, but there's a bunch in between. So, like, there's not a lot
I
now.
thought those were the three main ones.
Well, there's 4 big ones, but there's one every month.
What's
Sometimes
the
there's
other
2
one?
every month.
What's the other one?
Survivor Series. Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam are the big 4. And then each show, Raw and SmackDown, has a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Sometimes once a month, sometimes every other month. So there's like 20-ish pay-per-views a year. And then NXT has their big shows every big 4 weekend. So
It's a lot.
they might even do, I think they said they might even do more this year. So
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
it's a lot, and then you take into account, I mean, maybe not you guys, but I also watch New Japan. I watch Ring of Honor. A lot of my time is dedicated to wrestling, which is why I need a podcast so I could talk about it.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I mean, this is our first episode. You know, we'll get more comfortable as time goes on.
Yeah.
Maybe do a couple podcasts a week. We'll talk about other stuff, but for now, it looks like once a week. we'll do Raw, SmackDown, basic stuff, other news and stories throughout the week, and we'll take it day by day. So yeah, I think that's it. Fun night, Royal Rumble.
It was a solid Royal Rumble.
See what
Better
happens.
than last year.
Yeah, no, definitely better than last year. But we'll see what happens. It's WrestleMania season now, guys.
Yeah,
we're on the road to WrestleMania.
In 4 months.
Well, yeah, it starts at Royal Rumble. So, yeah, this has been the 3-Man Podcast, 3MP for short. I'm Steven.
I'm Chris.
I'm Alex.
Thanks for listening, guys.